All right, meatballs.
Meatballs.
You didn't make your recipe's not like mine. I read it. You know what mine is?
You buy your meatballs?
Go back to the freezer case and buy them, thaw them, and put a good sauce on them.
Well, these are really, really good meatballs. But I will say, if you are just flat out of time, go to the freezer case and buy them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, these I made this morning, and I browned them off. Okay.
Good.
And this is great, but we got to top them off with something.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Without sauce, they're nothing.
Well, and this is so easy. It's just ridiculous. It's almost embarrassing, but I have no shame.
That's exactly the right attitude.
All right, so we've got a cup of ketchup.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm putting in a little more than a quarter of a cup of spicy brown mustard.
Which is a good addition to almost anything.
Quarter cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
If it wants to turn loose.
Yeah.
A little Worcestershire, which is one of the few words I will never ever spell right.
Well, it's Worcestershire.
Yeah, right. What is this stuff? Oh, red wine vinegar. See, Walter, you threw me off.
I told you. I had to.
All right, a clove of garlic, or 2 or 3 if you feel like it. And this is the only weird thing I did. I grated the onion.
Yes.
I used a microplaner just because it's only going to cook for about half an hour in the oven.
And you really are not putting it in for texture, but for taste.
Right, and when you
see how clever you are?
I know. Did I redeem myself?
Oh, did you ever?
All right, so when you grate an onion, you get tons and tons of juice. And I will grate it usually over the bowl I'm mixing in, so all that juice gets in there.
Right.
You don't want to lose your flavor.
That gives it even more flavor.
All right, so here's my...
Now these have been cooked. They've been browned off.
They've been mostly cooked.
Yeah.
Not cooked all the way through because we're going to cook them again, and we don't want to get them all tough.
No, no.
Life is too short
to have meatballs that are tough.
For tough meatballs.
Yeah.
I was trying to phrase that.
I wrote that down somewhere once, I think. That's called taking credit, Jan.
Is that your... You need a book of Walterisms. All right, so I've got a 300...
The world's not ready for that.
350-degree oven. These only take about 30 minutes.
And you're going to cover them up?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, we don't want to cover those up.
I've always covered them up.
Well, there's your problem.
That's why yours looks so pretty.
There's your problem. See, what's going to happen, though, is the sugars that we put in there are going to brown and caramelize, and they're going to get beautiful. And what you end up with...
That. She may know what she's doing.
What you end up with is this beautiful...
They really are. And when you weren't looking,
did you?
I tasted one that you had hidden for yourself back there.
Now, listen, you make fun of me for tasting, but I'm beginning to catch on to how you're doing this.
I'm just a little slicker at doing it without getting caught. Right, and get the recipes. Chef's Recipe, 6450 Paper Mill Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37919, sending a self-addressed stamped envelope or go to local8now.com.